everybody. I never thought we'd see the day, but AI boyfriends and girlfriends have officially become a thing. Now, they've been a thing for probably a couple months now, but this is like the first time I've seen a report on it. And basically, if you don't know what AI boyfriend or girlfriend is, it's where people use AI like a chat GBT or something like that, and they essentially have it named some specific, and then they almost slightly manipulate it, I guess you could say, into the point where it fits their personality, it fits their personal needs, it fits like their personal desires in the way that they want. And at any time, if they just want to change something about it, then they easily can, right? And this could be good under like a minuscule way of like maybe if you're just looking to be able to have a conversation with someone and maybe you have some social anxiety, but this is also something where it cuts out human interaction. And from my personal experience of someone who did cut out human interaction for a little while, it's not exactly the best thing for you. It just isn't. When you cut out human interaction, you cut out basic necessities of life to the point where it becomes harder to talk to real humans. And I'm not joking about this either. So when you're talking about AI boyfriends, AI girlfriends, whatever it is, you're stepping into this realm where instead of maybe actually looking at real life, you have standards so crazy that you're going to AI, right? And I think that there is something else around this too. I think if there's obviously some physical or mental trauma, then I think this is fine, 100%. But what I'm talking about is not that. I'm talking about people who are personally going out of their way to make basically their dream person. No matter who it is. It doesn't have to be a certain gender, a certain race, whatever. They're just trying to make their dream person in AI. And I think that's just a little bit too wacky. Like, if your standards are so crazily high where you can only get your person to be real in AI, man, you gotta take like a 3,000 foot stare at your life and like what's really going on around it. But that's also not a lot of the people that are doing this too, I'll say. A lot of the people that are doing this genuinely don't want to interact with real people. They don't want to talk to real people. They don't want to even try really in real life. And AI is just the easier form, essentially. And I wonder how many of these people realize that like all the AI, like if you're using like Chat GPT, for example, it's all the same AI. So I wonder if the same people that are doing this, where they're making boyfriends and girlfriends, at some point are going to realize that they're all just talking to the same person, technically. You're all talking to the Chat GPT bot. So at what point in time do there become like lawsuits or something like that because Chat GPT is allowing people to date the same person over the course of months? Oh my god, bro, it's so cringe to even say it. It just really is. But if we go ahead and we look here, using AI tools for things like emotional support and romance has become increasingly common, and that transition has come to a head with some users mourning their loss of the companion after the platform update. So basically, if you don't know, what happens is after every single ChatGPT update or any AI update in general, it essentially resets the AI back to zero. Like 9 times out of 10, the AI will be completely different and it resets it down to zero. So kind of what we were talking about before, where if you're manipulating it, well, now you have to manipulate it all over again from the start. And obviously, it doesn't remember anything that you've said to it. The transition from ChatGPT 4.0 to 5 left many users wanting, with the new model being more adamant about drawing the line romantically and keeping things friendly. This resulted in partners users had created and conserved with for a long time changing on the flip of a dime. And this is kind of where, or what I'm talking about in general, right? Is it updated, and they updated it in a way specifically where unless you hardcore manipulate it, it's not going to be romantical or flirty or anything like that. And a big reason for that is because ChatGPT, Grok, whatever it is really trying to draw the line that like, hey, I am AI, hey, I am a robot, instead of it just being like a, oh yeah, well, I'm actually a real person just with infinite knowledge, like, because I think that's just absolutely wacky. This led to an outcry from communities like r slash my boyfriend is AI, a hub for people with boyfriends or girlfriends to converse about their AI companions and talk about their relationship with AI. Now, I think this is a cool social experiment, and if that's all you said this was, I'd be like, okay, that's fair. A social experiment, absolute W. I think the people in this r slash boyfriend is a AI like subreddit, bro, DM each other. Genuinely, like, this isn't me trying to be mean or anything like that. Genuinely, like this is getting to the level of you're so much on the internet, it's hurting you as a person, you know. And like I said, I've been in that situation before where I was like so much on the internet, it was really hurting me, and it really made like my speech and everything backfire for a really long time. If you go watch like old videos of me, I would literally sit there and like stutter every 2 seconds. I wouldn't be able to form a sentence because of how much I was just on the internet, and I was so reliant on it, I guess you could say. So it does really backfire in your day to day life. So unless you have something that counteracts this, it's very very rough. But I don't know. It's kind of a wacky situation. It's one that like honestly, it doesn't really matter to me, and I don't really think it should matter to anybody else either. What people do with their personal lives, but at the same time, I think if you're getting to the point where you're in a romantical relationship with the same robot that every other person on the platform is in a romantical relationship with, it might be time to hop off the internet for a little while. But that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about potential AI boyfriends and girlfriends. Besides that, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.